Hey, what is going on, everybody? Connor Everything back with, well, more Advanced Wars by Web. More importantly, more of my Advanced Wars by Web. I'm casting one of my own games. This is a live match. I played it today, and as soon as it was over, all I wanted to do was make a video on it. You know, I haven't been making a lot of videos because I don't have a lot of games that I'm like super stoked about casting. I either win really quickly or I lose in like just an embarrassing way that I'm not really going to learn a lot from. Like I already know why I lost, but this one, win or lose, it's a good freaking game, and I could not wait to cast it. Especially because we got some more Sami shenanigans. So I have this game has so solidified the love-hate relationship I have with Sami. I have games and moments in games where I just go, why would anybody play this character? She's dog water, she's trash. But then you have these moments of brilliance that you get from Sami that you're like, oh my god, this is the most fun CO to play in the entire game. She's amazing. She should be tier 1. I don't know, not that extreme. But anyway, quickly going over for the millionth time, the Sami versus Adder matchup. Sami, foot soldiers gain plus 30 attack and plus 50% capture bonus. Other direct units lose 10% attack, and transports actually gain 1 movement, which is a very important, I'm coming to learn, is a very important boost for Sami, and you need to, and if you want to play Sami effectively, you need to figure out how to utilize that +1 transport. I try to in games, but sometimes it's tough. Okay, you know, what's tough about Sami, it makes her tier 4 in the fog, is her units lose 10% attack. I mean, that's pretty tough. Like, you know, battle copters and tanks are so integral to the game that it's tough when they're losing that huge attack bonus. Sami's CO power is double time. Foot soldiers gain +1 movement, and their attack is increased to 50%. Huge movement there. Rarely are you ever going to be popping double time, because her super CO power is Victory March. Foot soldiers gain +2 movement, and their attack is increased an additional 20% to 70. But foot soldiers can now capture buildings instantly, even with 1 HP. For 8 stars, it takes a long time to charge up, but once it's in, if you do a good job of keeping your infantry alive, keeping them on the field, you can get a devastating victory march and really rack up an income lead in an instant on your opponent. Meanwhile, we have the most basic CO in the game, but a CO that runs really rampant in low elo, and that in low tier matches, and that's Adder. So his side slip, all units gain +1 movement. Sidewinder, all units gain +2 movement. And he has no day-to-day abilities. So what makes Adder so special? We've talked about it multiple times. His side slip is just such a good CO power. You can get units to the front line that much quicker, all for 2 stars. And in this game, you get plus 10% attack and defense whenever you pop a CO power. So Adder is just a walking plus 10% attack and defense, +1 movement for 2 stars. That's really valuable. Victory March is 8 stars. In theory, he can pop 4 side slips before I can even pop, by the time I pop a Victory March. That's untrue because of how Advanced Wars works. There's drop off. If you keep popping CO powers over and over again, it takes longer to charge the next one. So that's where it's tough. All right. If you're new, if that's the first intro you've ever seen of me, please type that in the comments, because I've done so many of them that it's just longtime fans of the channel I'm just skip right past it. So here we go. We're going. Let's go. Sami versus Adder. Day 1. Adder will open up double inf. I will do the same. Adder. More infantry. Me, more infantry. Yes, very good. Slow starting map. There's not a lot of instant captures off the rip, so accruing enough income for a early. Oh no! Wait, was this a bug? I think this is a bug. There's no way I actually base skipped this turn. Wait a minute. Oh my god. I factory skipped! Oh my god! What am I doing? Freaking brutal, man. Okay, so this turn I can afford a recon, though, and I do up about an early game recon, as does Adder. What I'm looking for is I want to get this recon in a position to interrupt his comm tower. I want to see if I can delay the comm tower by at least 2 turns. I've definitely felt the heat a lot of games of when somebody puts pressure on my comm tower, and I don't end up getting it. It really, really sucks, because then I'm delayed like 6 turns getting it, and it's just tough to work around. So I'm kind of trying to emulate that strategy. I had this in mind going in, and of course another thing that I had in mind is getting Sami mechs on the field. A lot of Sami games that I lose, I just neglect to make mechs and get them on the field, and they're her best unit. They're crazy cost effective and just they hit like a truck. Of course, their movement is so terrible, but that's where Sami's additional movement from her APCs and T-copters can really shine. So he goes a tank on this side, and there's layers to how you want to do this, right? On one hand, you may want to make a tank and back up your recon. So when I take a tank engagement into this recon, you have a tank following it, and then it can get a nice shot off at the tank. However, if your recon is up here, chances are your opponent's recon is going to be mirrored, and this is something that I've been very conscious of, and having like good luck with, is that whenever I send my recon out, I go, you know what, his recon is probably close to the exact same spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to back up my recon with a tank. I'm going to send a tank to where I think his recon is. Then, when they take an engagement, an interrupt engagement, I can swoop in with the tank and hit it really good. Now, the problem with early game recons into Sami, still important, still going to get vision, but it's really tough to interrupt Sami, right? Because of the capture bonus. This is Advanced Wars 101, but the capture bonus, if you try to interrupt her on a city, she's going to get it next turn anyway. So interrupting Sami is pretty much impossible. So now, here's another thing with Sami, right? If you're going to make mechs, an extremely cost-effective way of handling your mechs is you have to have mechs backing up your other mechs. So, for instance, the opponent, right? He sees this mech in the fog. He sees it. He goes, "Ha-ha! I will come get the first strike on the mech, rendering it useless." Well, if you have a mech in walking distance of another mech, what does that mean? That means that mech replaces it next turn and can take a shot. This is especially deadly for 8,000 cost anti-airs, right? Because anti-airs hit Sami really hard. Anti-airs are great into Sami. They take out her infantry, and they can deal with her battle copters. That forces her to buy tanks, which just don't hit very hard, and you're going to win tank-on-tank engagements as Sami. But if you come in with an anti-air and hit one of these, and I have one backing it up, I'm going to one-shot you right back. And what have you just done? You've traded an 8,000 unit for a 3,000 unit, and that's it. That's why rolling out mechs so they're in range of each other is so important. And you'll see that I'm doing that on both fronts. So he grabs vision. He's just not going to... A good place for this to sit, but he's just not going to be able to accomplish a lot with that recon. And then, yeah, he instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he goes to the right. So he's going to cover this comm tower area over here, which is what I recommend if you're building tanks. However, Sami, it's mech spam time. Check it out. A triple layer. This is awesome. You know, huge downside though. It takes forever to get to the front line. But if you build them in the early game, they can get there pretty quick. Okay, you guys got to tell me in the comments. Is this scummy? Is mech spamming scummy, or is this just is it not scummy because that Sami and the penalties that she get make up for it. Is Mech spam scummy? Let me know, because I was like, man, am I kind of being a dick right now? But anyway, let me know. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't get into this bush when he could. That's just unfortunate. Obviously I could have, but I just didn't. So oh well. So now he does a very smart move. He knows I'm playing Sami. He opens up an early game anti-air. I don't think he's expecting a whole lot from an airport, but it's just anti-airs are so important against Sami. Okay, I push on. Mechs backing each other up. Good. Sami tanks are still important. With double the move of a mech, you need a versatile unit that can do heavy damage. Okay. Tanks are not going to do as much damage as a mech, but it's the versatility of the movement and how quickly they can enter the battle Sami mechs are still 100% a necessity. So now I get kind of scared. I'm like, this airport's right here. Chances are he'll probably end up sending it north. So I need an anti-air that I can send to my west front, my northwest front, to possibly take out a cheeky battlecopter. So that's why I go anti-air in this situation. He's got just really good vision. Like, he's got vision of over half the map tiles right now. Gotta give it to him. And he gets vision of this. What did I do with this? What? Oh, I just drove it into this area, I guess. Yeah, so I just drove it into the area. Interesting. He won't be able to one-shot it. He doesn't have a comm tower yet, and he's adder, so he doesn't really have any boosts. Oh yeah, see, and then look at this, right? This is exactly why you roll your mechs in two. This would have been a decent engagement, right? He's like, oh, sweet, mech. This is, like, Sami mechs are really good. This is taking the factory spot of, like, a tank that she could be making. They're expensive. I am going to interrupt this mech, and, well, first of all, I shoot back with pretty heavy damage. And check it out. I got another mech backing it up that's going to one-shot it. Your vision is gone. Your vision was great in this bush, man. Probably just should have left that recon in the bush. Okay, and then he goes double tank. Yeah, this is going to be a reoccurring theme, guys. He liked making tanks this game, much to my chagrin. So I'm not going to shoot on this, but I take it out. I mean, it's like, that's why you roll them, back to back, back to back. That's a Sonic song. So yeah. I know why I did this. I know why I did this. Because I said, if he hits me with a tank, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll be able to strike back with my tank. But if this was on this city, I would not have been able to strike with my tank. So I remember now. This was 100% strategically placed here. So I take out that recon, and then I get like a clean tank engagement. I'm like, there's no way there's another tank backing it up, because statistically there really couldn't have been, due to this recon and all these recons. I'm like, there's no way there's another tank. I was absolutely right. And yeah, so I get a really good initial tank engage there. I can come in, and the recon has not fulfilled its purpose. I did not get an interrupt on his comm tower, but I got a good early game trade. Very good, very good. Yes, indeed. And then here we go. It sucks to take a turn to buy a T-copter, but with Sami, man, they're so valuable. You park this, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 move on a T-copter, right? You park this here. You build a mech, 1, 2, and then he gets another 7 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then I can drop it off here or here in theory. Or I can move 7 here, drop it off here or here. Okay, that's a mech that I bought on turn 1, and then the next turn, it's here. A Sami mech, okay? That's why these battlecopters are so important on Sami. Pretty obvious lesson to be learned there, but, something I wanted to comment on nonetheless. Man, I gotta say, live games are a little rage-inducing because he took, like, probably 2 minutes to do this move. Like, right here, and then right there. I'm like, yeah, really had to think about that, huh, guy? Whenever I play live games, I'm, like, so far ahead of my opponents. And it works to my disadvantage. It's obviously not always good. It's good to be more careful. But it's definitely more satisfying to win when you're, like, just bum rushing them. It means that you're just better. I am better. You guys will see that maybe I should have waited, you know, a little bit longer. And then, so he actually base skips here and goes another anti-air and a tank. I mean, he's definitely going to like these units in this area, but I have 3 mechs coming in to back it up. And then I started making more infantries because the infantry movement is important for victory marches. They're cheaper, and I don't need more mechs following these guys because I can get mechs to the front line in an instant with this battle copter. With this transport copter, rather. Okay, and then I'm just slowly moving out here with this, right? This was at 4. I can actually plan my mech movements, so this will come out as a 10 health mech following my other mech using full movement. So I'll move here. Next turn, this will be 8. I can move here, and then the next turn it'll be 10, and they're still covering each other. So I thought that was kind of cool. Just kind of leaving this out in the open because I figured if he wants to hit me with a tank, then I have a mech right by it, so I'm not scared, right? Okay, pull that back, and then here we go. I can Sami's infantry are so powerful, I will 100% be able to finish that off. So I felt good about that. I'm like, that's 2 big pieces of vision gone. You know, I don't have any vision either, but you know, to deny the enemy vision it's very important. Okay, and then here we go. I get lots of vision here, and my mechs they're all covering each other. This is perfect. If he wants to take a shot at this, ba-boom, and if he wants to take a shot at this, quite frankly, ba-boom again. And then I have a tank that he ignored, so feeling pretty good. And then this was the moment I'm like, you know what, I think I'm just going to make this my strong side. I'm going to sit back and play the passive game over here and make this my strong side. Little did I know he's actually attempting to make this his strong side as well. Look at these units over here versus what he's got coming here, just a tank. Okay. I push out, and then look, yeah, I'll be able to zip this right into the fray next turn, and then come right back. Okay, and then, yeah, and then I go APC, because for one, mechs only have three ammo in them. So I figured if I'm really going to be like taking big advantage of these mechs, I'm actually going to need an APC to refuel them. And then of course for the mech rollout, right? Because this then can sit right here. Mech can go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drop a mech off right here. That's every other turn. I mean, it's so important to establish these early public transit lines as Sami. Okay, and then he comes in here, and yeah, I'm not, you know, I'll be able to shoot at him with my tank, but he does get the full interrupt there, which is too bad. He begins capping on 2 properties. He'll cover up his comm tower, and then yeah, great vision over here, but he's got nothing to do except push his infantry forward and get them in a position to capture his bases. Okay, he pushes out, and then he goes double tank, and he factory skips. I didn't know he did that. I would not have recommended doing that. Especially, oh, he must have just messed it up like me, because he did have room for another infantry, so unfortunate. So I'm able to get the full interrupt here because Sami infantry just hit so hard. I'm gonna get a nice shot here, begin capturing here, and then I did this on purpose to reveal this anti-air, and then the anti-air is down to 6, so like that a lot. I'm just gonna shoot on this guy, and then I can take him out with the mechs because mechs shoot so hard. And then yeah, he sees my mech, and then I cut it. You know, it doesn't matter because it was live. He would have seen the mech anyway. But check it out. Still, all 3 of these mechs are covering each other. These mechs are in a great spot. Yeah, this is going to get this. You know, I have a little wall here. There's a chance that this could get hit pretty hard. But I have 2 mechs backing it up. So I'm like so not scared of that. 2 mechs. Yeah, try 3. Very nice. Very nice. And then yeah, park this here. Get a mech going. Drop it off in here. Every other turn. Perfect. And then refuel it if need be. And then yeah, I'd like to hide this for the time being, and then this is covering. Tank comes in, and then look, yeah, this will be a full health mech covering this mech next turn. So I remember going, okay, I think this is all the forces. I really want to commit to this front here. I just need to protect my comm tower. If I maintain control of this comm tower, I'm a happy camper. So then, yep, more mechs, and then I go my first battle copter because I figured, you know, I'll be able to take this down. But here comes the first adder side slip. Okay, so here it comes. He's got 10% boosted damage. He can come in, and then the crazy thing about his side slip, another thing that makes adder so freaking good is his infantry get the boost. You know, with Max and even so with like Max and Jake and Jess, these COs that give you boosted movement, none of them boost your infantry movement. And usually, like, you have so many infantry that's the unit you really want to be boosted. But with Adder, this like boosted infantry, man, you can do so much with it, and he does get the full interrupt, and then he'll actually start capturing. It's only 3 though, so it's like totally not worth it to me. I don't know if you guys are kind of seeing what I'm seeing, but at this point I was kind of like, huh, this Mech is going to come here if he doesn't cover this up and take a really clean shot at this tank. And then if I pop double time, I could actually have this Mech come hit this. And then I was kind of like, yeah, but that's not worth a whole double time. I think I need to be saving up for the victory march. He's able to surround me here. Scary. At this point, I'm like, shit, I actually have to deploy these units and start taking out some infantry because he's just got a lot. And yeah, that's going to hurt. I fire back with great power, though, so not too concerned about that. And then, I go, ooh, wait. And I go, wait a minute. My double time just got that much cleaner, right? Here's a double time move. 1, 2, 3. One shot. 1, 2. Or sorry. Oh wait. Yeah, 1, 2. I'll be able to blast this, and then 1, 2, 3. Oh, I won't be able to hit anything with this. But I was like, you know, this got way cleaner if I double time. I get to one shot this, and then I can really smack that. And then it got crazy clean. Check this out. Boom, boom, boom. I think you guys know what's coming. And then it got better. Oh, I forgot it got this good. And then this fucking guy can get in the fray. Oh, I was so excited. I'm like, I'm about to have a Mongo turn. God, I was like, this can't be real. Like, this is like Christmas for Sami right now. Oh my god, I cannot wait to freaking go hard here. It sucks because he's doing his power, so he'll have 10% boosted defense, but this is a no-brainer. It's double time. It's double time. Check it out. I was like, oh my god, watch this. That's a one-shot. That's a boom right there. That's not quite the one shot I needed, but that's okay. I can take a shot at here. I knew this was sitting here. I needed vision, and then that's gone. Oh, yeah, that 10% boosted defense was just really clutch for him there. But seriously, think about the value, man. 8,000 down the drain. That's 7,000 minus 7 times 8, or 7 times 7, which is that's 4,900 down the drain. This is 5,400 or 6,400 down the drain, and then this was so here we go. Let's just take a look at the total, shall we? Here's 82,700, 1 mech move, 2 mech move, 3 mech move, 4, down to 5,890. And what units did I use to do all that? 3,000 cost mechs. You got this is I love Sami. I never doubted you for a moment, baby. You're my #1 CO. I never doubted you. I've had so many rage-inducing Sami moments that this just was like so freaking sweet to pull off fully. And then I definitely shouldn't have done that because he could take a shot with this, and then I want the and then I figured, you know what? Usually when people take shots and then I also have this backing it up. It can go right here or here to take out his tank if he takes a shot here. I'm like, you know what I think he's going to do? I think he's going to take the defensive bonus, because that's usually people don't shoot from the roads. Either way, he's going to take like a defensive bonus here. And my mech is just going to be able to slam into him. And I have a tank, so just feeling really good up here. With only this tank, he has no control over this area. I can completely shut down the infantry that he's making. And then, so I kind of make a mistake here. I use the double time bonus move and move out here. I just should have hopped in the plane at LAX with my Dream and my Cardigan, and just dropped him off at the bridge. I definitely wasted that mech. And I'm like, shit, well, I guess I just better make a new one. And then, yeah, more tank. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more tank. Like, my tank's gone, so you still need that versatility. You still need a tough blocker. These 2-move mechs are not gonna can't do it alone. Okay, they need armored support. So he comes in. I was like, at this point, I was like, dude, why aren't you FFing? But just wait, guys. Just wait. No spoilers, but check this out. Oh, sweet home Alabama. Oh no, I was trying to sing sweet Caroline. No, not the first song. So he just runs this into certain death. Obviously, probably should not have done that. And then he goes again, and again, I get a really favorable outcome. Definitely should have done that. I was kind of like, what are you doing, mate? And he'll be able to clean me up there. And there's no mechs backing that up because the double time spreads them out so much that they, backing each other up is just tough. So now, I was like, really, bro? Like, you got 3 tanks in this area? I was like, damn, that's actually kind of crazy. And then, yeah, I mean, attempting to weaken my mech, but like in all actuality, you just should have pulled this back into the thing. Now I'm just gonna kill it, and it's gonna be useless. It can't be a blocker. It can't be anything. Coming in with 2 more anti-airs. These are gonna be huge, and I'm not saying if he gets use out of them or not, but if you just think about it, these gobble up mechs, especially when they have 7 move. They can come in from downtown, like almost damn near from spawn, and just slam into my mechs when I can't even see them. I can't even prepare for them, and they'll one shot. So yeah, my mech will fall here. Too bad, so sad. Go tell Dad. But oh well. He keeps his tank there as he should. He definitely should not have taken an engagement. And then more motherfucking tanks. Just the tanks were going nuts. I'll definitely be able to get this. He's got to put a lot of resources into getting this, and then okay, and then I can get a nice clean tank. I mean, yeah, you take the shot every day of the week, right? The value trade is just so important to take that. That you always take that. And then I just keep the mech there. I'll be able to get this in 2 turns unless he diverts units to take care of it. And then, yeah, this mech is now being kind of blocked. He won't really be able to get his hands on it. And even if he does, I have an artillery waiting for him. The reason I put that artillery there is because his tank would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get all the way to it. So now this is actually sitting pretty good. He's going to have to wall break if he wants to get to it. Pull this back, wall break this, and then go with the tank. And if that's the case, check this out. I'll have... Oh no, what was I doing? Oh man. What a silly move by me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, obviously a silly Billy mistake. My bad. And why has the screen gone black? YouTube, hello? Hello, soundtrack. Is this thing on? I need a bigger gun. Come on. Come on, we were all vibing. You know what? YouTube, if I'm going to keep doing this, I will probably end up having to pay for YouTube Music, which is actually freaking nuts. None of you pay for YouTube Music. Oh wait, I think my Wi-Fi is just out. Well, we're off the books. All right, we're going off the books. Until my Wi-Fi comes back on. But, okay, sorry for the technical difficulties. Back to my stupid mistake. Dope! Obviously, should have loaded this in, and then this would have just been closer. Oh, man, this is such a stupid mistake. But this is totally in the fray now. He's going to have to, a lot of units are going to have to go into dislodging this artillery, and I have a battlecopter in the area. So I'm doing a really good job of keeping this my strong side, and another mech backing this one up. So this is like Mech City, baby. Woo! And then, yeah, I'll be able to one-shot that guy. That guy's dead, and that guy's dead. And this is backing up this tank if he wants to come take a shot. So I'm just, I'm doing a really good job of using minimal resources to really lock up the northwest section of the map. And then I'm like, you know what? I have so many mechs on the board. More versatility is going to come in handy. So here we go. A 3-vehicle turn there. Okay, take a shot. Now what is he going to do? He takes a shot at my mech. That's just it's a good shot to take. You can't really fault him for that. I didn't get much damage off, but that's a 7,000 unit into a 3,000 unit. Oh boy, he's blown my artillery open, guys. Whatever will I do? Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to fucking do. I'm going to blow this fucker up. And check this out. I had no idea he had another anti-air. So at this point, I'm like, oh my god, this is like Sami Chow right now, right? This mech can come in, boom. This mech comes in here, boom. With this gone, my battlecopter can wreak havoc, and this guy can come down and take a cheeky shot at this tank. So I'm like, I did a really, really good job of just making sure I had units backing each other up. More specifically, making sure I had mechs backing each other up, because I'm just getting crazy value trades every turn, as you can see from the value that we're just looking at. Okay, so we push on. Oh, we're so back with a banger theme too. I turned this shit up. Oh my god, it just cut. Here we go. So here we go. So yeah, here's step 1. Ooh, that's not going to do anything to a battlecopter. Step 2. Step 3. This comes in. Bam. And then this will be able to clean up that tank. Huge damage boost. Oh yeah, I don't even have to go for the 3 tank. I can go for the fucking 4 tank, baby. And then I come in. I actually have this property. I now have a property lead too. I am in the driver's seat, and I begin capturing this. Look at that, man. Sami on a building can do this. Brings a tank down from 3 to 2. It's probably a low health 3, but still, just feels really good to be able to do that shit. He actually almost has his superpower, though. And of course, I didn't see this. Was very disappointed, because you'll obviously see next turn, he'll be able to take out my battlecopter, but I'm like, damn, there's no way you had another anti-air in the area? That is crazy, my friend. So then, yeah, here we go. And then look, yeah, back and forth. Let's go. Let's freaking do this. And then, yeah, more infantry. I can go infantry, mech, battlecopter. Like, normally you're like, yeah, I'm taking up a factory space to make an infantry, but not with Sami. Those tools are crazy important. So, this isn't a waste. This is so important, and I can build a battlecopter on top of it all. So. Okay, yeah, I mean, he takes a good mech engagement, but I fire back with pretty good strength, too. Okay, he's going to take out my B-copter. Oh, my God, YouTube. What is going on? Okay, so he takes out my B-copter. He'll swing around, and then... So I was like... I just keep asking myself, like, dude, why are you doing this shit? This was a mistake. Oh, I know why. He wanted to get his Sidewinder. You never see Adder pop Sidewinder. Ever, ever, ever. So... I think he would have been better off just popping 2 side slips, but he goes for the Sidewinder, and I was like, damn, dude, look at these tanks that he comes in with. Oh, I mean, that really hurts. He gets use out of this 2 health anti-air, and he can come all the way from downtown and strike my other mech. I don't have any more mechs in the area. And this was the turn I was like, holy shit, am I losing? And then he goes Neo Tank, and he base skips again because he has to. I was like, damn it, am I gonna lose this freaking game? Like, there's no way I lose this game, right? I was in the driver's seat, but look at this. Like, how am I supposed to dislodge this? So I start off by, just making my way downtown. I'm walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. And okay, I'm like, you know what? I remember thinking, okay, he's got a tank on here. I want to position my mech like this, right? So my tank can strike him when he's on a city, and then my mech can come in and clean him up. And that way, this can wreak havoc on his infantry that I know are inevitably up here. So that was my positioning move there. Pull this all the way back, and then I'm going to make a mech. Obviously, I would have liked to put it on the mountain, but it was occupied by a foot soldier, so poor urban planning by me. And then I do have a tank in the area. I was so thankful for that tank. And this is what I mean by the versatility, guys. Like, you have to have, tanks so you can swoop in when he overextends a little bit. And he's not necessarily overextending, but... Okay, so I'm just putting pressure on him and making him kind of stand still because look, this comm tower is down to 5. If he loses this, it's going to be a really hard journey all the way back. And I get another factory. I have a 4,000 income lead. So another big thing I was pondering was after this turn, I'm like, do I like order a full retreat here? Do I just completely bail, or do I double down, get my tank in here, push into him, capture this comm tower? And you guys obviously know the answer to that. And the reason is because I have all these active units. I can get them in range. If he keeps slamming into me, I can get these guys in range. And more importantly, I can get another mech into range. That was the most important thing. Okay, so that's exactly what I do. I come in here, I'm like, he's got all of his tanks in this area. There's no way he's got tanks that can hit me, and there most certainly is tanks that can hit me, which, obviously sucks ass. But, okay, drop another mech off. And yeah, look, like, here's a tank to reinforce. Here's a mech to reinforce. I got another artillery coming in and another battlecopter coming in. I'm perfectly fine to sit here, absolutely. So then he actually comes from downtown, and look at this. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I like to play Sami. Like this is the shit that I want to see when I play Sami, right? He thinks he can get a cheeky engage. And that's another thing with Sami. It causes like mental panic in people when they see Sami mechs, right? Because in their mind, they're like, I gotta get rid of her mechs. Her mechs are so good. This costs 3,000, this costs 4,000. You just negatively traded, and this will be replaced in 2 turns. So it's like mental anguish to see Sami mechs, because like in the back of their head, they're like, I have to kill a Sami mech, but they're always going to negatively trade for it, which is another reason that I like playing Sami, and I think she's so interesting. So yeah, I mean, he's taking really good engages here. I mean, look at this. He's got lots of healthy tanks in the area. Look, he's getting all these clean shots off at me, and like, look at this, still crippling. And, like, he did a lot of damage to me that turn. And you guys might be a little, if you're a longtime fan of the channel, he did a lot of damage to me that turn. Check it out. I am deadly close to a victory march. If this was not a live game, I definitely would have busted out the move planner and figured out my whole moves. But I felt that I was winning. Like, I truly felt that I was winning. So I simply just ran headlong. I took every non-infantry engagement that I possibly could. Okay, so there's one non-infantry engagement. Here's another one. Do good damage. Okay, there's another one. And there's another one. Come in, and then I can do lots of damage and take damage. Still not quite there. Here we go. That's a good one. Still not quite there. How much more do I need, right? I need 7,000 more. That's actually kind of hard to come by, except that it's totally not. I take out damage there. Okay, only 6,000 more. 6,000 more to do. What? I was like, this is close to 6,000, and this is close enough. I got it. And unfortunately for Tarmatol, he left his HQ hanging. And I was a little disappointed that he left his HQ hanging, because I wanted to get a big income lead and start pumping out some massive units. So at this point, I know that I can win the game. I know that I can win. So, but before I do that, I want to see just how much devastation I could have caused. So I grab 2 properties. I grab 3 properties. I blast his tank. I come in, blast his infantry, and with only a couple moves left, there's only one thing left to do. I have a 10,000 per turn income lead. It is 24-12. I have a huge troop and value advantage. Only one thing left to do. Win the game, baby. Oh, what a fun Sami match. Massive double time at the beginning. Absolutely massive. A double time where I'm getting 4 full health mech engagements. Can you ask for anything better than that? The unique thing about this game is we saw a sidewinder, a side slip, and we even saw a double time, which you rarely see, and a victory march to win it. Like I said, I was a little disappointed that he left his HQ hanging, because another thing that I was blown away by was, if you look at this now, I have full control over this area right now. I have I have a battle copter. This will do nothing to it. This will take forever to get there. And what did it look like before I took this turn? Bam. He had, you know, he had 3 full health tanks inbound. By the end of his turn, it was my turn. 2 full health tanks right here. A full health tank here, an 8 health tank here. And then I actually like, I mean, look at this. I completely clean house. God, it felt so good. Loved that I won with Sami and an off meta pick, and he went full meta. I went back to my profile, and I realized that Sami is my most played CO. She's my most played CO. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's the video. I love showing Sami gameplay. Just love. So, thank you guys for watching. I got something special planned for the Smacky Cup 2. So if you want to see, and the plan that I have will involve me casting the entire tournament, okay? In some form or the other, I will cast games all the way up to the championship game. And I don't want to reveal what I'm doing just yet, but that reveal will come in a video. So make sure make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you stay subscribed. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.